Hey Doug, how is our orientation this time?
Are we the right way up?
You're going for a cuppa.
Someone let us know if we're the right way up, if we're, landscape orientation this time around, or whether we need to turn the phone again. We want to try and get it right this time.
Well, we're back. Mark says we're back.
We're back.
Cool. Rightio.
It sounds like I'm sure someone at this point would have told us if we're...
Right way up this time.
Hey, there we go.
Alright, you want me to start then, or
Yeah.
give a few more minutes?
Oh, most of them would have carried straight across it.
Alright. Well, g'day folks, this is the Coffee Bush Kid, and I'm not in Central Vic, and any of those who had followed from Mish's live stream will see we're still together. But we've crossed over the other side.
That's it, and the grass is definitely greener on this side.
It is. And we didn't even have to pay the ferryman.
No, we didn't.
So that's all good. So anyway, this is my part of the second part on a new piece of ground. We've got no pre-detected targets here, so whatever we find, we find, which will be good. So yeah, if you want to ask the questions and everything like that, keep going with them. I'll probably answer more or whatever. Or whoever you're dealing it with.
See
So
how we go.
yeah.
Well, I'm already on my first target, so I'm going to point my butt right here.
Yep.
And I've got a 20-ish, 4 bars down though, so I'm going to get the excavator out for this one, I think.
And we're going to apologise if the sound isn't much good. Don't know why. We'll just have to apologise and we'll do better next time.
How's the sound? Not... It's mud for the first couple of inches, and then we hit like a coarse gravel, so it's,
Apparently you're finding gold this time.
hey, fingers crossed. You know what it'll be now? It'll be like a golden bottle cap though. And ringing up the 20, if it were gold, it would have to be a stonking big ring.
Hello from Dean Singer.
Hey,
Hey,
Dean.
Dean.
I found worms so far.
Golden worms?
Not gold worms. I've found that I haven't dug right on top of the target is what I've found. Oh, that is some sludgy, mucky muck.
Cool. There it is.
It was a golden cap. Oh man. The uncanny predictions live on. Oh no. That's alright. That's 90% of what this usually turns out to be, and this is why we'll show you some of the trash we dig, but if we showed you every trash target, my goodness, you'd be asleep by the time we found something good. Alright. But, we've had a few digs before this live stream. We'll have a few digs after it, no doubt, so there'll be a couple of good little compilation videos coming your way, I'm sure.
Again, we're sorry about the sound. Can't figure out what's going on while we're doing the live stream. Just have to apologise. Mike from Brisbane, Tim Thompson.
Hi Tim! How we doing, mate? Thought I'd found another ring for a sec, but it's just the bottom part of a bottle cap, the part that normally stays on the bottle. Just the little ring.
Ground's very boggy.
It is a bit boggy. We might need this live stream to signal for help when we're in knee-deep in mud.
Yeah.
I got a question. Do I have to hide your detector to keep you at home?
It wouldn't be worthwhile hiding the detector because I'd just mope and you'd want me out of the house.
That's exactly right. It's attached to his arm. I can't hide it.
A lot of signals, guys, but a lot of junk. What a beautiful area, though. If anyone's got any suggestions on sorts of locations you'd like to see us hunt together while I've got Andrew for the next day or so, chuck them up in the comments. We haven't quite decided where to from here, so you never know, we might be able to act on those suggestions. Sort of at the point that the signal doesn't sound great, but not a lot of them are, so I'm just going to dig one just to see. This one's a pretty well straight 17, so it could be a 50 cent. Hello Clive if you're watching, but more than likely I'm thinking maybe like a little beaver tail pull. Or cancel or something. Oh, what do you got over there?
I got a 22-24, sounds like a bottle top. Jesus, beautiful soft ground.
Isn't it?
Kathleen said this is like watching slow TV.
Does that mean you're going to go to sleep?
And another question, how many days a week do you get to go detecting?
Well, for me, not that often. It's beaver tail pull tap. Spruss. At the moment, with work and whatnot, I'm actually lucky to get out 1 or 2 days a week, which does present a dilemma. It usually means I've got to film every single time I go out, and as you know, with detecting, hunts may or may not be successful, so it's been a little bit hard to keep up with the weekly schedule, I must admit. But what I'm sort of hoping is, as YouTube progresses for me, I will cut down on my day job, so that I can bring out more content and keep working on my skills too outside of the days that I film. So Andrew's got a little bit more freedom than I do though. You want to chat about?
So, as my old saying goes, I usually go out only on days of the week that have a Y in it. So probably predominantly I'm probably out for about 2 hours a day each day, which is why when I miss a day, there's just something missing in the day. So, yeah, I'm probably at 2 hours a day, every day.
Half your luck.
Had a suggestion for a 10-hole beach hunt between the two of you.
Unfortunately, beach is probably one of the things we can't. I haven't even brought my scoop with me. I'm miles from home at the moment. You're even more miles from home at the moment. We're probably not best equipped for the beach right now, unfortunately. So it would have to be a land site, I think. But I do agree, we do need to do one of those again in the future.
Yep.
Maybe we need to pick some sort of tropical island for the next collab. Yeah. Really get out the comfort zone.
Outback Stew. Hi guys from Burt, New South Wales.
Cool. Is it a bit warmer up there, Stu? find this bloody thing. Sounded good, but it's a hell of a way down.
I reckon as soon as a camera goes on a hole that you're digging, the target just disappears. It just buries itself further.
Raining in Perth.
Really? Wow.
It was actually meant to be raining here today, I think, but we've gotten a bit lucky. The weather's cleared up a little bit more than we thought. The original weekend we were going to collab ended up being an absolute write-off. So, oh, mine's about half a foot down, I reckon.
Yeah.
Same for you?
I'm over half a foot.
Oh no.
The worms are burying the targets, Tita, says Mark.
Yeah. Yep, let's blame the worms and not my shoddy digging. That sounds like a plan to me.
You hear that scrape?
I did hear that scrape. Was that an aluminium can scrape by chance?
It did sound particularly like an aluminium can sounding scrape. So I reckon, without worrying about that too much, I'll put the plug back in so no one knows we were there, and we'll keep going.
Yeah, look, mine's actually going to be a case of giving up, sadly. It's going that deep. But I'm actually just going to coat my arms in mud if I keep trying for that one. So, win some, lose some.
We'll have to hold on to your ankles to stop you going too far down.
Well, see, that's the problem too. I get carried away with digs quite often, and I was actually making this remark with Andrew the other day when we were hunting, and he had a little bit of muck on his pants, but nothing much, and I looked like a chimney sweep by the end of the dig, so yeah, I'm a shocker for that.
Mish and coffee, you go, guys.
Who was that?
Missed it.
Oh no. Well, hello. We're definitely going. We're going somewhere. It's always a gamble when you hit up a site that you've never been to before. You know, you can have a picture in your head of how it's going to turn out, and you might know sort of how many people go through the area, but you just don't know what's going to be there. Sure, you give it a shot.
What's the biggest object you've dug and how long did it take?
For me, that was probably when I started out detecting and I still had my little go find. And I got this thumping signal on the beach. And go finds, until you get the hang of them, they can be very, very noisy on a beach. And I dug in the wet sand. No joke, I would have been like 5-6 foot down, like well beyond what I would expect out of that detector. It ended up being part of an old boat ramp, so it was a historical boat ramp, and if I'd only just walked in a line with the detector, I would have realised that that signal carried in a really long straight line. So I didn't get to take that one home with me, but that would definitely be the biggest target that I've dug to.
Yeah. Mine, no, I didn't quite dig it up, was a birthday detect. Got the screaming signal, great, started, pinpointed where I reckon the centre was, dug down, I'm pinpointing away. Oh, this signal's everywhere, it's everywhere. And I've gone down at least a foot and the signal's all still there. And then all of a sudden, the little voice in my head said, hey, just dig off to the side a little bit. And I dug off to the side and here's a piece of steel. It was all the way around. So in fact I was digging right smack bang down the middle of a pipe. And yeah,
That'll do it.
that will do it. So we didn't bother bringing that one home either.
And the top of a pipe sounds amazing because it's a perfect circle.
Oh yeah, beautiful.
Yeah. It's with the depth of these targets, man. Oh, yeah. You know that clunk you were talking about?
Oh, I think I can hear it again.
Yeah, funny that. That's a, as a disclaimer, we will remove cans if we can easily dig them out, but that one, only just seeing the top of it, that would be a fair old dig. So, rather than rip up the park, let's just tidy that one up, I think.
We should wander back to the other side, Mish.
I think so.
Other side of the, not cross over the creek,
Yep.
but
Over that way.
where
Yep.
the grass is not only greener but shorter.
And it has a picnic
Why
table.
Why don't you all come over with us?
A walk in the park. Oh, yeah.
Come with us.
Where's the sassy music when you need? No, come on, where's your 40 people walk? There we go.
I got to wiggle my bum a lot because there's not much of it there.
I can't say I have that problem. Yeah, no.
Stay on the edge of the stream, Mish, from something.
So, yeah, it's really, really soft. I'll give you the heads up, but this side might be a bit better, but over there I reckon I would have fallen in. It's pretty squishy. I'll take that bit.
I would have thought we would have got a penny by now.
Yeah. It's a bit of a shock. But again, we don't know how many people detect this as their main hunting ground. Certainly a lovely little spot.
Buffalo grass.
What sort of detecting do you dislike doing the most?
Ooh. Can't say I've got a particular aversion to anything. Probably the thing I do the least would be fields. Yeah, I'm definitely a beach girl. Like I like having the ocean in the background, and here's not so bad either because you've got a lovely little stream going past. But yeah, probably something like that, just sort of barren-looking land. You know, at least up Goldfields way too, you got interesting trees and structures as well. Yeah, they'll probably
Do
be.
you dislike?
Yeah, the ones I don't find much in.
The water.
Oh yeah, I don't go down deeper than a breath. In fact, I don't go down deeper than my waist. But no, most places are all right. Actually, no. Places with lots of people. They're the ones. Because you don't get a great deal of detecting done.
That's true. I'm equally an introvert. I love talking to you guys by way of the camera, but when I'm detecting and people are physically walking past, I mean, that's part of the reason why I've got a headphones. The other part is because I'm half deaf. Yeah, no, I definitely like my alone time when detecting.
Yeah.
And hello from Dawn, the metal detectorist.
Hey, Dawn.
How are you?
The other thing, we don't mind you guys being over our shoulder, but when other people come up and stick their heads out, have you found gold yet? No.
No. No.
Yeah, actually, come and have a look at this. Oh, come and have a look at this little kitty weds. I'll show you this. This is buffalo grass. And this is the detectorist's friend. Because as soon as a coin gets dropped in there, it manages to wiggle its way down, and the grass, especially over like there, is a hell of a lot deeper. You could have nearly, a good inch and a half of actual turf that the coin drops straight down through and then hits the bottom, and people go looking for their lost coins and, well, they can't find it, but by gee, we can. So this is good grass for hunting in.
Switch your feet there. This one's roughly a 21, 22. More jumpy than I'd expect for a coin.
Again, sorry for the audio, folks. Can't seem to fix it on the fly.
Bottle cap, complete with bottle. Oh well. Get rid of it. So for those saying the audio's an issue, what's going? Oh, okay. We try pulling the microphone out even. Just remove it fully. We've got an extra little microphone that's meant it's wind, but it's actually not that windy down here, so let us know if you can hear this clearly now. Hopefully that's fixed it. It might have just been a dodgy connection with the mic. Sorry about that, guys.
Mish, do you have on your new gold ring?
Yes, yes I do. I'll get it mucky if I try and rotate it. Hang on. Yeah, so this in the video that just came out yesterday, I found this ring. Now it looked like aged silver when I found it. It was kind of a blackish grey. I did not think it was gold until I read the marking. It took me a fair bit of cleaning. So I did the old spit in a piece of foil, rub it a little bit. It smells to high hell, but it does the job, and then a little bit of a baking soda rub, and it came up an absolute treat. So pretty stoked with that one. I don't often wear jewellery that I find. I definitely don't wear anything that I find that I think's been a fresh drop, because that doesn't sit right with me, but this one had clearly been gone years and years, so the chances of finding the original owner are pretty well slim to none at this point.
Audio's better, so we'll keep going.
Excellent. Glad to hear it.
Mish, have you ever done any magnet fishing?
No, I have not. I don't own one of the magnets yet. It is something I will do one day. But the other thing is Australian coins aren't magnetic, so for someone who typically goes out to find old coins, it's not really much of an advantage to me. But it is an activity I would like to do at some point, definitely.
Yeah, hi Jim, it is Viv here on the back of the camera, or phone. Jim!
Hey, Jim!
How are you, mate? Glad you could join us.
Hey, hello.
I think he's going to get a kick out of the last find I found on our previous video about giving anything away.
Wayne says you go, girl.
Down here we've got a 1920, though I don't really hold out much hope of anything other than a bottle top. And it's deep too. I'm over it.
Andrew, if you had the choice to dig an ancient site or a historical site, which would you choose?
It would depend on what you're calling ancient and what you're calling historical. Some historical sites can be just full of trash. Some ancient sites could be amazing. If we ever get over to England, we have a massive bucket list of, you know, stuff that we'd like to find. I don't know. I suppose it would be whichever one I get the invite to first.
Jim says that's crap, walk away.
Jim, I reckon you're on the money, mate. I reckon you're on the money. I haven't even got a bloody signal from the pinpointer yet. I think I might take your advice, mate.
I just took Jim's advice in the background while you were having that discussion.
You walked away too?
I walked away too. Oh, there's so many iffy signals here, guys. You know, when we make our videos, we have the luxury of time, so you know, we can dig a bunch of these off camera, and we might show, I show all my trash finds at the end, so you'll get a feel of how many of them I'm digging, but we kind of spare you the torture of sitting through tons and tons of trash. But it is the reality of detecting. If you want to find the good stuff, you got to dig quite a variety.
I suppose what we could say too, just at this point, we are close. We've both got our sensitivity on 20, and we're both using smaller coils, so the field of electromagnetic interference to each other isn't as much.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Well, in fact, that's not even going off.
Oh, really?
No. Oh, now it is.
There you go. Yeah.
I think I might have found a detector then. Sun's warming up nicely.
George White, hey Mish, I'm running late, but I made it.
Hey, I'm glad you made it, George. Good to see you, buddy. You know what I mean. Good for you to see that. That sounds really...
You're glad to know that he's there.
I am glad to know that you're there. Thank you for joining us. What I'm trying to say. Oh, I tell you what, I will have to find him that ring. I mean, I'm not care if I find hand store from this point forward. If you could find anything on today's hunt, be it the live stream or the digs we do thereafter, what would you hope to find?
Oh, I'd love to find my half crown that I've lost somewhere.
Oh, okay.
But a gold weighted would be good, or any old silver.
Yep.
Albert token.
A Port Albert token. Oh yeah.
Mark says someone's going to get a bingo in a minute or two.
A bingo. We should have done some sort of scorecard. I have actually seen detecting bingo sheets and have had things like bottle caps on them, but then a couple of good finds as well. Oh, I got something there, but maybe not. Oh, yes, I did. There we go. Another $1 on the board. And that was an iffy signal, I must say.
Yeah?
That was a scratchy 19 to 22.
Right.
It really sounded like a cap, but
So what's that brought you to now?
$2 and a silver ring.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a couple of caps as well. That's not bad. Well, it's better than not bad, really. I'm pretty happy with that. That might be why it sounded dodgy. Maybe I shouldn't have filled that hole in so quickly. I might have a spill.
Jim wants to know how much you made.
What, so far today?
Yeah, coffee money, yeah.
No, I'm at $2 and a silver ring. So the silver ring was found on my stream. So definitely go back and see that when you get a chance. But yeah, I've potentially got another goldie in this hole. I filled it in and swiped over, and I reckon I could have another one in there. So back I go. At least when you dig the plug the subsequent time, it's a little bit easier. Possibly just a little bit further down. This ground's so soft that it wouldn't surprise me if most of the modern targets have actually sunk down quite a bit. Oh, there it is. Yep. That's exactly what it was. Another $1. So we're almost at coffee money. Nice to hit that on the live stream. Now, how about I check this hole before I fill it in? Practice what I preach. Yeah, no, that got it.
Question for you both, do you keep a log of your finds, where it was found and what it was?
No. That was unanimous.
No, I think both of us would probably have a fairly photographic memory, so if you were to pick up one of our cool finds, we'd go, oh yeah, I found that at such and such, and you know, the weather was this, and
Yeah. All of that.
But as for an actual, documentation or anything, I think once I get to a certain point, because I found a lot of things now on the beach, so I probably will start getting to the point where I at least know their locations. So if I have a conversation, practice, oh, 3 years ago I lost my wedding ring and it had, such and such detail, I might actually be able to compare it with my own. Because I keep every ring online, in the hopes that I will have that conversation. Probably should start doing it with certain times of the week.
I've been out with a friend of mine, hello Clive, and we documented all the finds on his property. We haven't finished it, but you know, it was the grid reference, or the, I'm trying to think of what I'm trying to say now. What's the grid referencing thing they use these days? Sat-nav? GPS, that's right, the GPS mark. You can tell how old I am, I'm still using paper maps. The GPS mark, how far down, and a photo of what it was, and he logged it onto a computer program, and so at any time we can go and have a look at his property, and you can see all the dots all over it for all the finds that we found. And sometimes you think to yourself, you know what, that would have been quite a good thing to do, but it takes a long time to do it. And me not being that computer savvy, as you can tell by my grid references, yeah, no, we don't.
And that time could be better spent swinging the coil too.
Or researching for where something else was.
Well, there's been a couple, when I started out, I did have a couple, I just printed out some local maps, and I actually did start jotting some things down on those maps, and it was good when I started out to sort of determine where various ages of targets were. So I actually found a couple of patches that were early 1900s and so forth, and once I mapped it out I actually sort of realised the hot spots to go to, but now it's just not coming in me. I'm learning by repetition.
I reckon I've got a $1 or $2 coin.
There we go.
21, 22, couple of bars there.
Well, if you find a dollar, we've collectively got coffee.
Cool. 1 coffee, 3 straws, thank you.
Mark says, who has the biggest smile pile?
1 or 2 cent pieces. Oh, you gotta come and have a look at this. Look, we've even prepared the sunlight for you. Have a look at that little Goldie shining there. Oh yeah, come out to Daddy. Oh yeah, beautiful. We have coffee. We've got coffee between us.
Nice. And you're the coffee model today.
Me?
Yeah, every time I find coffee money, there's a coffee model. You're the coffee model today.
Oh.
Magnificent.
We're at 38 minutes. You don't care?
Fun. Yeah, well, I suppose we've got coffee money now. We can go get a coffee. Yeah, no, it is nearly lunchtime, so we might look at maybe getting a bite to eat, resetting, planning the next adventure, and doing some filming to pop together on a proper video.
Yep.
But, thank you everyone for joining us.
Thanks everyone for coming along.
It was awesome. Make sure if you're subscribed to one of the channels but not the other one, make sure you find the other one, subscribe. We do a lot of banter back and forth, and this will not be the last collab, I assure you. So, yeah, really appreciate your company, guys.
Thanks everyone. Have a good rest of your weekend and day and week to come, and remember, it's always good to fill in some of your day detecting, but remember to fill in all your holes when you're finished. And we'll catch you next time.